Hey guys, I'm Dhyan and I'm back with another Python video. In this video, I will be teaching about sets. Sets are also similar to tuples and lists. Tuples is what you learned in the previous video. So I will show all the features and all the functions that you can use with sets. So as you can see, I've opened a Jupyter notebook called Set Basics, and in this notebook I will be teaching you all the basics of sets. So sets, as I told before, they are similar to tuples and sets. I mean tuples and lists. So what is the difference between sets and lists? So lists have an indexing system. You've seen this in the previous videos, and tuples too have an indexing system. That means that each element inside of tuples and lists have index values like 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But sets don't have an indexing system, so they're unindexed. That's a big drawback about sets, because you can't access each element, and you can't find the index value of each element. And sets also cannot have any duplicate elements, like you can't have two elements of the same type, like 1 1 2 2 3 3. So you can't have two elements of the same type, and sets are also not ordered, they're unordered. So now you know what sets are. Let's learn how to construct sets. So I'll name it my set, and I'll construct a set. Sorry, you don't use parentheses. For constructing a set, you use curly brackets or flower brackets. So this is how you construct a set directly. And inside the set I'll give some integers. Okay, print it out. So this is a set, and again I will check the type of this set. So it's confirmed. We need to have another bracket here. So it says that it's a set. Now there's another method you can construct a set. I might have already shown this to you in the previous video by saying that there's a tuple constructor. There's also a set constructor, the same way the tuple constructor is. So this is a set constructor. Inside of this set constructor, you type a list with the elements you want to be converted into a set. So I'll construct a set using a set constructor. Inside of this set, you need to use, inside of the set constructor, in the parentheses, you need to use square brackets, because you're typing in a list actually. Okay, so now this should be recognized as a set. There you go. I'll run this again. Okay, and when you print this out, it's gonna be printed out in flower brackets. There you go. So that's how you construct sets. So I have a set here, which is called my set, and now I can add values to this set, add elements to this set, and also remove elements from this set using some functions. So tuples, as I told before, as I told in the previous video, are not exactly they're not mutable, they're immutable. So sets are mutable. You can actually change the values in inside of sets. So I'll show you how. So you need to have a function myset dot. There are two functions to add elements to sets. One is the add function. I'll show it to you. Dot add and brackets. Inside of these brackets, you need to type the value that you want to add. We'll type aeroplane. Now we print this set out. So as you saw, aeroplane got added. This is a very simple thing to do. Just type add with brackets and type the value inside. So this is very easy. Now there's one more function called update. The difference between update and add is that add can add only one element to your set, whereas update can add more than one element to your set, which can be useful sometimes. So to use the update function, type update and a pair of brackets, and inside these brackets you need to type square brackets too. So when you're using update, you need to type brackets and inside of that square brackets too. Without typing square brackets inside, it won't work. So now inside, let's we should add two values, aeroplane and train. Oops. Okay, now let's see if this works. So two values got added, which is very useful. Now if we remove these square brackets, it just printed out some gibberish. You can't understand what they printed out, so you always need to have square brackets. So now you learned how to add values, add elements to a set. Now let's learn how to remove values from a set. To remove values, to remove elements, you have three functions. One remove, one more is called discard, and one more is called pop. Uh, three functions. So let's try them out. First, we'll try out the remove function. Ooh, why did I do this? Okay. My set dot remove. Let's remove bike. Print my set. Now bike got removed. This is very easy, nothing much in this. But if you by chance type in an element that's actually not there in the set, example train, it's gonna throw a key error at you saying that train is not in the set. So it's gonna throw an error at you if you type in something that's not there in the set. But discard does not do that. So the difference between discard function and remove function is that remove throws an error at you when you type in an element that's not there in the set, but discard on the other hand does not throw an error. First, let's try removing an element, scooter, and it removed scooter successfully. But now let's type in an element that's not there in the set, like aeroplane. Now it just ignored what I said because aeroplane is not there in the set, and it just printed out the set. So this did not throw an error at me even though I typed in something that was not there in the set. So this is very useful. And now let's try the pop function. Pop function, what it does is it just removes a random value from the set. So if I type the pop function is just this much, it removed the value bike from the set. So it's totally random. Pop value, pop function, it just removes a random value from the set. So you can also find the length of a set to find how many elements are there in the set, and this is easy. It's just like how you do it in tuples and lists. Just type len and len and type the name of your set, and it gives 4 out, and that's exactly what the length of the set is. Also, in a set you can delete the set by doing this, del my set. I'm gonna run this. It's not gonna print anything out because it just deleted the set. And now if I try to print my set, it throws an error at me because my set does not exist anymore. So this is how you delete sets, and you can also clear sets. Clear clearing sets means that you can remove all the values in the set. Okay. My set dot clear. So the set got cleared, all the items in the set were removed, and it prints set. What it prints is set with brackets. That means that nothing is there in the set. So this is how you can delete the whole set, or just clear all the elements inside of the set. Now, when it comes to sets in Python, you can perform some set operations. You can actually add two sets, subtract two sets, and combine two sets using the union function, and find the common element in two sets using the intersection function. So, now I have two sets, and as you can see in the set A, there's an element called car, and the car element is also there in my set. So now we'll combine these two sets. When when combining two sets, you need to use the union function. So let's make a new set called C, and C will be equal to my set dot union A. So what this does is it will make a new set, which will be the combination of my set and set A, and it will be called set C. So when you use the union function, it when you use the union function and you have two elements that are common in two sets, it takes both the elements and it removes one duplicate element, and it keeps only one of the two elements. I'll show you what this means. Print C. Now there were two elements called car, but here when it printed out the union of both the sets, it removed one element car and it left the other element car. So this happens because sets cannot have two of the same elements, and I have already said this before. Now I will show you intersection of two sets. Intersection of two sets means that it will print the only common element in both the sets. To do this, you need to type intersection, and inside type A. So now I've typed my set dot intersection A. So it will intersect my set with set A. Now let's print this out. It printed out only car because car is the only element that's common in both the sets. Now you have learned union, which is pretty much the same as adding two sets, but to subtract two sets, we need to use the difference function. B print C. Now it removed all the common values. Basically it subtracted set B from set A. So what this means is that it removed any common values that were there, that was there in set A, that was there in set B. So it removed car, and the rest of the elements were not common, so it just printed out set A. So this is how you subtract two sets. And the places where you use sets, um, uh, you should not have any duplicate elements. So you can use in places when you need not have any, you should not have any duplicate elements. And sets are also unordered and unindexed. So I think this is all about sets. Um, Hope you understood this video, and if you learned something, please like, share, and subscribe this video, and look out for more Python videos. We are always happy to teach you guys Python, and I will see you guys in my next Python video, and goodbye.